Hi, if you're a soon-to-be mom, ako si Nanay Joyce. I'm a first-time mom to a 1-year-old. Soon, in a few days, my baby's turning 1-year-old, and thank God, somehow, I've recovered from pregnancy and childbirth. Kahit papaano, nakapag-transition na kami mag-asawa as husband and wife sa new dynamics being parents. But looking back, the early stages of welcoming our baby were difficult. Hindi madaling magbuntis, hindi madaling manganak. But what I did not expect was that what came after were much harder. Postpartum was not easy. The first 3 months really crushed me. I want to share this to spread awareness and shed light on what mothers go through during pregnancy, childbirth, and postpartum. So if you're a soon-to-be mama, if you're a husband, and you're a family member of an expectant mother, this is for you. Childbirth makes you vulnerable in all aspects. Imagine your body has just been opened, di ba? Sa pagpapanganak, and your body has been the home of your child for the past 9 months. You literally gave a part of your life to the human being that you grew. Talagang it really puts pressure on the mother in all aspects, physically, emotionally, mentally, because the mother has just, grew this human being na nakakonekta sa kanyang katawan, sa kanyang kinakain, sa kanyang lakas, sa kanyang nutrition. And that continues, di ba, sa pagpapanganak. The baby is dependent on the mother for nursing. By the way, baby is nursing right now. So imagine how overwhelming it could be for your wife or for your family member who just gave birth. Because especially as first-time moms, we're trying to figure this out for the first time ever. Iba kasi yung theory. Kasi somehow, I think that somehow I've researched, I've done my due diligence before nanganak, but it's really different when you're experiencing it really actually in actuality for the first time. And it could be so overwhelming because we're tired from pregnancy, we're tired from childbirth ng baby, and now kahit hindi pa kami nakapag recover from those things that strained us, now we have a dependent human being na kailangan naming i-feed, i-nourish, i-comfort. So the first 3 months were really difficult emotionally and physically. I think sa akin, it was firstly on the physical part kasi nagka-mastitis ako twice during the first month. So breastfeeding didn't really naturally come to us. And breastfeeding is a skill. So my baby and I were learning to breastfeed for the first time. At the same time, me trying to recover what I've lost from the pregnancy and the childbirth. So even though my body's trying to recover, I still have to work hard to feed the baby, to care for the baby. So imagine these things, so many things happening all at once in such a short amount of time. So your wives, your daughters, kung ikaw ay isang nanay to a mother, nanay to a daughter who is now a mother. Your wife, your daughter really needs all the support that she could have. Well, alam niyo naman yun mga nanay kasi you've also gone through it. But yeah, especially for the husbands, I just want to reiterate and to share my experience para nga mas maunawaan nyo kung bakit vulnerable ang kapapanganak, because there's just so many things going on, and somehow for me, I couldn't process all of these things at once kasi nga panganak ko lang, pagod ako, masakit ang katawan ko, my body's just been open. Kaya pala alam nyo, no, yung mga animals when they've just given birth, napaka-touchy nila. Kaya nga merong term na mama bears, who instantly become mama bears. And please don't take offense kung nagiging mama bear kami, because we literally gave our bodies and our lives away to protect this human being, and that's nothing personal. And I really felt that especially during the first 3 months of my baby. I was literally a mama bear because very touchy kami kasi nga I gave my body and my life to secure this human being. So I don't want to, to put this human being to harm, especially on my watch. Parang ganun ang nangyari. And now that my baby's 1 year old, I thank God because, slowly I've gotten to know my baby better. I've gotten to know what the things that are difficult to handle for him. Parang mga ganun. Mas kilala ko na siya ko sa kaya mas naunawaan ko din at mas nakakalculate ko na kung ano ang magpuput to harm sa kanya o hindi. Parang ganun. But during the first 3 months, please understand that we're doing this for the first time. We're getting to know our babies for the first time. Kaya ayaw na ayaw naming magkamali. It just stretches you in all aspects. May mga times nga noon na I would question if I'm still sane. Kasi, I'm functioning day and night na walang maayos na tulog. Yung pagkain, laging, I was always the last one to eat, the last one to bathe. At kahit nga yung pagbanyo, ang hirap. Kasi hindi mo maiwanan si baby. And my baby was very clingy and still is. Katabi ko siya ngayon. Oo. You're such a clingy baby. And still are. It just takes a toll on your well-being as a person. Kasi nga, you're always prioritizing another human being because this human being depends on you for life. So imagine how mothers are stretched in all aspects in such a vulnerable stage in our life. So mentally, emotionally, and even spiritually. My husband is a pastor, so he really has to go to the fellowship, to the church, and to leave me with my baby alone at times, especially sa weekends. So I felt like I was missing out on yung social gatherings. I was missing out on the fellowship. Siyempre, nami-miss ko din yung church namin. Nami-miss ko yung mga friends ko. And I gave birth without my mother. Nakasama ako. So, I felt like I was just missing out on so much because, again, I had to prioritize the baby. So, I was battling with yung pagkapagod physically, but I was also, running low socially and emotionally because ganon. So it's postpartum. It's not just about yung pagod, but also yung feeling of being left out because now you're a mother. You couldn't go on or go out or go on yung usual or normal days mo before because now you have a baby to prioritize. Although pregnancy and childbirth really require and demand so much from mothers, talagang maraming sacrifices. Sabi ko nga, I miss out on a lot of things. I miss out on my friends and family so that I could be with my baby, so that I could be the one to take care and feed my baby. And it's really pure sacrifice. My baby saying no. Yes, it is, but it's a joyful sacrifice. Yeah, it's a joyful sacrifice. At the same time, even though it takes so much from you, it rewards you. Really. When I look at my boy, tingnan mo nga siya. Feels so fulfilled na in the 1 year of his life, he's growing, he's thriving, and he's such a happy boy. Kahit na naaalala namin ng husband ko, kasi syempre it's a team effort, di ba? My husband was really hands-on and supportive, and he was also stretched in all areas. Through that phase, although it was very hard for us, it really grew us a lot as husband and wife. I got to know him more, and siya din sa akin, towards me. Tama ba yung grammar ko? We've got to respect each other deeper kasi nga meron kaming responsibility, shared responsibility, and we know that we couldn't do this without each other. So although, yeah, it was a difficult time for the both of us because growing pains, diba? We're growing as a family and it really stretches you as a growing family because you're welcoming a new member. Pag look back namin yun, na pagkakwentuhan namin, parang dumaan lang. Ang hirap. Tawa kami, sasabi namin ni tatay anak, napakahirap nun. But parang dumaan lang. Ang laki na agad ng baby namin. But those were critical. Yung mga challenges na yun, those were critical to growing us as a family, hindi lamang as a family, but as individuals din. If you're a soon-to-be mama, yes, it's not going to be easy, but it's going to be so worth it. Yan ang may assure ko sa'yo kung ikaw ay buntis at malapit ka ng mga anak at natatakot ka what's to come. I know I've been there. It's really scary at first kasi first time eh. But as you continue being faithful sa pagiging ina, sa pagiging may bahay, somehow you will grow stronger because you keep doing it patiently and steadfastly and faithfully, day in and night out, day in and day out, night in and night out. You will grow stronger, and hindi lamang physically but in character. And kahit na napakahirap nga nun, take it from me. Somehow I've recovered after a year and still I'm recovering and learning. So, kung ikaw ay nahihirapan, kung ikaw ay nanganak na, newborn mom, at hindi mo alam anong gagawin mo and because you feel like you're stuck, just stay faithful. Yun yung maging encouragement ko sa'yo. You will get the hang of it. Just stay faithful, show up as a mom every day, and you will get through this. No, by the grace of God, it's what got us through. It's interesting kasi originally childbearing and childbirth were a curse, right? To Eve back in Genesis. It was a curse to the woman because of their sin, their disobedience, their fall. But yun nga ang kagandahan at ang amazing when you put your faith and trust in Jesus, He redeems everything because He's the Redeemer. So even what was originally meant to be a curse, childbearing and childbirth were originally meant to be a curse, right? But under the lordship of the Lord Jesus Christ, He can redeem it. It becomes a blessing. The curse becomes a blessing. What was meant to punish the woman, when you put it under the authority of Christ and you place it under His lordship, it's something that you could really enjoy. And I could say that it's not easy still, but I am enjoying motherhood. Like, nayakap ko na talaga yung pagiging nanay. It's beautiful. Diba? Oh! And I really believe that motherhood is a sacred calling. Na God called you for it. God called you to this. Kung binigyan ka niya ng isang supling, it's because He wants you to minister to the life of this child that He entrusted in your care for now. So be faithful, mamas. If you're a husband, be understanding, be present for your wife. Your wife needs you more than ever. If you have, if you have questions, wow. If you have questions, share nyo sa comments and try nating pag-usapan. Well, I'm learning as I go as well, and I want to learn from you too. Kung ikaw ay fellow first-time mom or soon-to-be mom or mas veteran mother, I want to connect with you in the comment section. And if you like this video, maybe consider subscribing and sharing with mga pregnant mamas na kilala nyo. I post faith and family-based content. See you soon.